To me, enough is enough. They just wanna hurt us, bring us down, bring us down. Enough is enough. We won't let them hurt us, bring us down, bring us down.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Indie Wrestling Corner with another episode of Under the Ropes. I'm your host as always, the queen of the Indies, Tiffany, and DITB. It's the best. Dante's back in the house.
This is going to be a very special episode of the podcast because I cannot yell. I'm in an apartment building, so there could be noise complaints. But, happy Pokemon Day, Tiff. I'm wearing my Blastoise Squirtle shirt.
Oh, look how cool.
It's Pokemon Day, Tiff.
I didn't know. I feel bad now.
Yeah.
I didn't get you anything.
Nah, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
I
got a lot today.
All right, cool beans. Well, it'd be nice if I open up my questions over here, like talk about not being prepared. Here we go. But yeah, this is our first singles interview, which is great because Dante's been on the podcast multiple times. You know, the Chokeslam Chronicles, which we need to bring back.
Yes, I'm a veteran here. Yeah, I want to talk to Kylon. I want to talk to Trayvon again. Kylon and I recently became friends on Pokemon Go.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a huge step from being bitter rivals trying to chokeslam each other at shows. It's a step in the right direction. Probably this friendship will end once we wrestle each other because I think that'll be a lot of fun and I want to win. So, but until then, I'll keep sending him gifts with stickers on them.
Are you gonna do the thing that like when it first like came out and stuff like that? Like go with your friend and go walk around and go capture like Pokemon?
I already do that.
Yeah, but are you gonna do a Kylon?
Oh yeah, I would love to do that. Just walk around Worcester with Kylon and then like go beat the shit out of each other. That'd be a fun day.
If you're gonna do it, you gotta vlog it. It's only you know.
We're gonna document who has better Pokemon.
Yes,
I'm the Pokemon master.
I love it.
That's my. Yeah,
oh man,
this is my cute little shirt. I've had this shirt for such a long time that I was like, oh, it's fitting for today, even though it's absolutely disgusting. So.
Let's see. There's a lot of people in the chat. Sierra's in the chat. She says Dante and Tiff show. Yes. Zach says Dante.
Hi guys.
Good cop, bad cop. Made it on time for once. Good evening, Tiff. Good evening, Dante. Hi. Johnny's in the chat. Let's see. Bobby is in the chat.
Who's the good cop? Who's the bad cop?
Huh?
Oh, duh. Who's the good cop? Who's the bad cop?
I don't know. We'll figure that out. You guys let's see. Zach says Bryce Donovan has been added to the next Chokeslam episode. Ooh. I don't know if I could fit 5 people on my pod. I might have to change like how I stream.
Bryce and I can do it together.
There you go. We'll do that then.
Yeah. He just has to like no chokeslams. He has to go on a no chokeslam clause. He had like for the next hour. And then once the hour's up, I gotta go.
It's gotta be like one of those special episodes that just has to be done live, like in person.
Yeah, it's like a truce.
Yeah.
Will that be the first time you did an in-person episode?
Yes.
That's a pretty good goal. That's a pretty good goal.
It's crazy.
To get the 4 of us in a room to do Chokeslam Chronicles.
Yeah. I don't know.
I think it's a pretty cool thing.
Seriously. Good Cop Bad Cop says, we don't tell #bad cop about these episodes. We don't need that negativity around here. And Zach says table
like
for 5.
Joke. I don't know. Oh no, yeah, table for 5. We like table for 3.
Yeah. I know like they say like Dante sounds a little low, but he's, you know, it's where he's at and, you know, he's getting over a little bit of a little cold.
If this makes it better, I just increase my volume. It might not. I'm sorry.
So we'll make it work pretty much here. So, all right. Well, let's get in order. There's so many questions. I didn't even open up what you sent me, but let's start here. Let's start with this. Congratulations, okay. Right? You graduated, which is awesome, right?
Wow. Right?
Like,
yeah.
You know, so we had this hype for weeks pretty much of like these videos, which I was enjoying. I know you and me talked about that and stuff like that. The photos, shout out to Matt with all his beautiful photos.
Huge shout out. The guy's a talented photography genius. Literally, if he's on any show that he's on, he makes it like exponentially better for promotions, wrestlers. Like, if you don't know about Floodshot, follow him on Instagram and Twitter ASAP, please. Dude deserves it.
Yeah. So beautiful, all the photos that he's been going on. But yeah, so like, I mean, I know you did all these like videos and stuff like that. You did all the editing for it. You were putting it out, like dropping like crazy, which I was enjoying, and I'm sure a whole bunch of other people were enjoying. But graduation day came.
Thank you for watching.
Graduation day. So talk to us a little bit about it.
It was wow. So I just wanted the frat star character was well, at least who the frat star was is just so special to me. I love him so much. But at some point, you know, you can't be in college forever. So I felt a step that I was a little hesitant to take, and I felt the best way that I can go about it and show one that is through these videos. And I love making them. But also, like, it was kind of like a weird like way to tell my story outside of a wrestling ring. But also like use wrestling people too. The countdown itself, like I wanted it to be a huge deal. I wanted everyone to like know what was going on. And yeah, it's like, all right, well, he graduated. Oh, that's awesome. So I'm the fact that it's resonated with people, and the fact people like at shows and fans and other wrestlers come up to me and like wish me happy graduation, like made the entire thing, like all the time spent on it, whatever, like all worth it. It was like so it was very prideful for me to be part of that. So
yeah. And your number one contender, if you watch the Creative Pro, the last show, number one contender.
Which if you don't, that's mean. You should watch Creative Pro. We're like really good at wrestling.
Definitely. So Aaron Rourke, champion.
Pretty crazy that I came out in like literally like a nightgown and beat like three of the best wrestlers on the independent scene. Like kind of wild. Fatal 4-way match, TJ Crawford, Vargas, Dirty Bulk Bronson of the Iron Savages. Like it doesn't get more high stakes than that in a Creative Pro ring. Creative Pro is known to have the sickest fatal 4-ways on the independents. VSK, Bobby Orlando, Aaron Rourke, and the fourth person's literally going to escape me. I'm going to die if I don't remember it.
Bronson. TJ Bronson.
Bronson.
It's okay. He gets hit on the head a lot. I got you.
Yes. Yes. Boy,
I got you.
But to be in a fatal 4-way match for number one contendership, it's only my second singles match on a Creative Pro show. I'm new to the singles scene, and to make a splash like that in a manner, and you know, to do it against those three guys, that was something really cool, and that just made graduation day like completely worth it. But then now knowing that I have a shot at the Creative Pro Championship against Aaron Rourke, and the potential chance to upset his reign before it even gets started. He has not defended it against anyone on a Creative Pro show. I don't know. Sounds something the best could do. I feel like I can pull it off.
Oh, I'm excited for this. This is a first time too with you guys.
Which is insane because Aaron and I trained together. Aaron's was one of my better friends, you know, before everything started going down that way. But he's talented. That's no question about it. He is one of the top. He's the best wrestler in the independents.
Definitely.
But there's a new best.
Ooh, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I feel like if I want to be the best, I gotta take the belt that claims that someone else is the best. I think that's how wrestling works, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to do that.
I'm here for it.
Then people will start saying I'm the best.
I'm totally here for it. Hey, Sebastian Amore's in the chat. He goes, "Hi, Dante." He blows you a kiss. So I saw you. I saw you on Open. I saw you. I see you.
We're so proud of Sebastian.
Hell yeah. I think that's just so awesome.
Sebastian. If you don't know Sebastian Amore, get to know him. So fucking good.
Mariah's in the chat. She goes, "Drago is the best." Man, there's a lot going on in this chat right now. John's in the chat. Hi. Phil, my coffee friend. What's up? He goes, "Ask him what a P, is it PI or PL stands for?"
It's a PI. It's a PI.
Well, I don't know. You know, like, because like BPL looks like an I.
Phil doesn't know, so I'm not going to tell him. He's got to find out himself.
Damn. I'm here for that.
He's
So, oh
he's been a PI for 43 years.
oh Jesus
Since
Christ.
I was in diapers, apparently.
Yes. All right. So, I mean, there's so much we're going to cover. I got questions there. I mean, thank you guys for coming into the chat or whatever like that. So, I feel like also because, I'm going to go all over the place here. You were just at Blitz Creek, and I feel like I need to put your ass in a timeout with Nick Robles, okay? I yelled at Dante off air.
Okay.
So, light tubes, stay away. You? No.
So it was very funny. Funny story about that. So I found out the hard way that when people hit each other with light tubes, they're supposed to like hold their breath because my mouth was wide open. So the light tube smashed. Like so much stuff went out. I came in the back. I'm drinking water. I go up to like Allie catch. I'm like, "Hey, am I gonna die?" She's like, "No, relax." I'm like, "All right, cool, thanks." But yeah, I went to Applebee's afterwards, and then I ate steak, and it was fine. That was great.
That's why you didn't feel good this weekend. You ate the spooky dust.
I think that's the culprit, actually.
You ate the spooky dust. They call it spooky dust. You know when it pops and then like all the dust comes out? They call it spooky dust. So,
see,
but
I have a good name to be like, Deathmatch Dante or Deathmatch
no,
Drago.
I
don't
will
wanna do that.
come and
I'm good.
beat you.
good.
Okay? No.
I like collar and elbow tie-ups.
Oh my god.
I like single arm takedowns, stuff like that. I don't like glass at all.
Oh my god. Sammy Diaz is in the chat. He goes, my god.
Top 5.
A lot of great people.
I want to wrestle Sammy Diaz.
Yes.
I want to put that into the universe, and I want to wrestle Sammy Diaz and have a really cool fucking banger.
Tag some promoters in here. Frankie and Harry, let's go. Shout out to Everything Pro Wrestling. Conrad, what's going on? And he said congratulations on graduating. So, Conrad,
We did it together.
Conrad's got you covered with WWE, AEW, all that stuff. Go give him some love. He just had like a banger interview. Go check it out. All right, so let's see. Like, they're coming for you.
I guess I'm bad cop.
All right, so let's get into this because, like you said before too, like you just started kind of like really going into like your singles form, pretty much, And just for anybody who knows, VPU is still a thing. They're still tag team champions at NFW, so do your research. Pretty much, I mean, but for starting out, and me like being there watching like a lot of your stuff is awesome to see. Like you and Bear Bronson, had your singles match, which was at Creator Pro. Then Max Caster, you had at Cap TV. Rip Bison, you had at NFW. These are just some of the names of you running in your singles going on now. So maybe like elaborate a little bit. And these matches are awesome. So if you guys haven't watched it, go check them out.
It's hard. With tag team wrestling, you have someone else to rely on constantly. And I was blessed for the past 6 years to have 2 awesome tag partners. My first tag partner was Pat Sawyer, the indigenous, the current Excite Heavyweight Champion. If you don't know Pat Sawyer, he's the longest boot on Instagram. He's awesome. He's tall as hell, super tall. But I was blessed to have him as a partner. I learned so much teaming with him. And then when I moved back home from Binghamton and started my take-home classes, I started teaming with Jack. And I don't think Jack gets enough credit for how good he is, because in terms of a pro wrestling storyteller, I don't think there's anybody that understands it better. And I thank him for reeling in all my stupid ideas for so many years before I learned how to do it myself, because it took so long for me to get to that point. But I relied so much on those 2. And I won championships with both, and to have both people be there in your corner, it's like makes you feel better and takes the weight off your shoulders a little bit. Being a single wrestler, there's a lot more pressure. It's all on you. You got to deliver. And if something doesn't go your way or the strategy you have in place doesn't work, you got to fix things right there in the moment, and you don't have anyone else to rely on. And it's a challenge, and it sucks, and it's more tiring, but it's a lot more fulfilling because when you do get a win, big or small, you earned it. Like, it means a lot, for real.
Yeah. And I've watched you just like, and we've had this conversation before too. Like, I've watched you like even like clean up, things in, your arsenal of like wrestling and everything like that.
Yeah.
So it's just like I see those things like, just like the littlest changes of like getting better. Like I've definitely watched you grow, since since I started, since I found you.
Yeah, it's like kind of funny. I remember I just like put out a tweet. I was like, "Hey, I've never been on a podcast before." And they were like, "Hey, you should be on this one with Jack." And I was like, "Okay."
He took over the
But like that was, yeah, that was like right before we like debuted on NFW, or like right after, I think, right? Or we became champions. That was
No, you weren't champions yet.
Storm.
No, that's a
It was
while
like,
ago.
probably like two shows. I don't know. Like,
It's a long
super
time
new to
now.
teaming together. Yeah. So like you've seen like the full evolution of everything. Like, you've seen the ups and downs. Like, so it's pretty crazy. I mean, I hope the journey looked like it was a little bit of fun on your side.
Of course it is. It's awesome. I mean, look, I have the freaking paddle here. We support Dante here. Took Slam champion. I have another one in my
I was
car.
just looking at a picture about that paddle. That's so funny.
The yellow
I love
one's in my
seeing
car.
like where the paddle, like, because there's been so many paddles that I've made throughout like my time like as the frat star, that like I like lose track of them.
Yeah.
I made a different one for like almost every single show.
Yeah.
Like I have a couple that I just haven't really like moved around or anything, or like I kept for sentimental reasons, but it's kind of funny to like have like these like items that like leave their mark and like got like given to fans, or like moved around and had these weird experiences that like some broke, some like were only around for one show, some went 5 shows. Like,
Right.
it's like a cool thing that I just like kind of like started doing randomly in a street fight that like ended up being the biggest thing about my character.
Yeah. Remember when we were at Wrestling Open and the fan that bought it from you started hitting other fans at Wrestling Open?
I remember at that point I lost all control.
You're like, Tiff!
I felt,
What the hell?
I realized the severity of my actions of trying to pawn off a wooden paddle. and I realized, I looked at myself in the mirror like a super villain, and I was like, "You're gonna keep doing it. you're gonna keep going. This is the way to express yourself."
I can't. All right, let's move on a little bit about VPW because I got 2 things. There's so much questions here. I feel like, we gotta like, whatever. Okay, so you're currently the VPW New York State champion. So as like I like always say, like everything goes full circle. You took it from Bufa, and you're currently going to have another match soon. I have that up here for you guys. Yeah. So March
this might be
16th.
breaking news, actually. Is this? Are you showing a graphic right now?
Yeah, I'm showing the graphic.
You're showing graphic? This is breaking news, guys, because on March 16th, before the storm, Dante Drago and Desmond Cole are going to have a little contract signing. So this is going to be a pretty big altercation. I got a lot to go off my chest. I don't want to get too much into my thoughts on Desmond Cole, but there's a lot that I have to get off my chest. I took the title from him in that manner for a reason. I don't think that highly of him.
He just had a killer match with Leo Rush Sunday. You feel a little worried?
No, because it's Victory Pro Wrestling, and I'm the New York State champion. He's the king of New York. He has this tournament that just has a title to it. I have an actual championship. When the next year comes, his reign is washed and a new one gets crowned. When a year comes, I'm still going to be New York State champion. He left VPW. He left it. I took it over. He's not going to come back and say that he's king. He's not. I am.
Ooh. Make sure you're following VPW. They're also on YouTube, so you can check that out. So But I want to talk.
VP Dub.
I don't think I want to bring about VP.
Also, shout out Delta House.
Yes, I'm gonna get to that. But before we get to Delta House or whatever like that, I want to talk about Bobby choke slamming you into the basketball hoop at the last BPW show.
Bobby and I have a long and storied history. I feel like out of most other people I've wrestled on shows, Bobby has to be up there with one of the ones I've wrestled the most. And he never amazes to find new creative ways to throw me through or break me through objects. First, it was a dab elbow through a door. Now it's the basketball hoop. I don't know what's next. I know something's coming, though, and I couldn't be more surprised or anything. But I'll tell you what. For Bobby Orlando, I do it again and again. Because that's the kind of guy that Bobby is.
Yeah. We love Bobby. We absolutely love Bobby. Chris is in chat. He goes, saw Dante at Blitzkrieg Saturday. Always entertaining. We love it. Sierra says, Dante has to tell me to stop buying paddles.
We're done.
We're done.
No more paddles, Sierra.
You're fired.
Sierra wiped me out. No, Sierra's hired. Sierra also gave Steven Azure her paddle that she just purchased to try and beat me up at VPW,
right?
Which I thought was kind of confusing and also a little funny. So then I German suplexed Steven Azure. But then I was nervous that Sierra didn't get her paddle back. But then she did, so it's a happy ending.
Happy ending. Well, I don't know if Phil's still in here, but we're going to talk about Phil because when we had him on the podcast, we went into this whole Bolognese boys, which you guys need to team up, and this has to become a reality. I feel like this is such a rad pro thing, but I'm fine where whoever the hell wants to book it. I feel like it could be like a Cap TV thing. It would be like really entertaining. Bryce, take notes. Bolognese boys, I'm here for it. Maybe you want to expand on your thoughts of what you see for the Bolognese boys.
Listen, when it comes to the sauce, the pizza, the pasta, and everything in between, the Bolognese boys, we're the ones that are always going to be flipping the dough. Phil and I, two young boys from Naples, sun-dried tomatoes and olive trees. That's what we do. So when it comes to the pro wrestling ring, it only comes natural. We're like the FBI in the 90s. We are, two cohesive, Stromboli-fed young men, young stallions. That's what we are, the Stromboli Stallions.
We're changing the name.
And we've discussed it before. We've discussed throwing spaghetti into the crowd. Just like cooking spaghetti really quick in a microwave and then just flinging it at people. Mm-hmm. And go, Phil has a fantastic De Niro impression. It's brilliant. The Bolognese boys will take over tag team wrestling, but only when the world is ready for it.
Yes.
We can't rush into this. This has to be something where when the time is right and, Phil gets into his later years and gets a little bit more grumpy and my back goes out. Now we can kind of go out there and start growing out our chest hair. Being the people that we know we need to be.
I can't. I need this so bad. Like, who's booking it? I need it. I need it. Zach says the Fresh Star graduated and the Vessler has been laid to rest. VBU about to be the whole new tag team. And he said, also have to say it's stuff like what Dante did with Graduation Day series that really allows people to get invested in new character and the evolution of the wrestler. Yeah. He said it right there. 100%.
Yep. That's awesome. Well, thank you for watching.
Bobby says in the chat, he goes, would you like to wrestle against at MLW and TNA?
Yes. I would like to wrestle both of those places. I want to wrestle everywhere. It's like in a general vicinity. But those two places especially sound very enticing because they look really cool.
Yeah.
I also like, when I'm saying I'm the best, like the whole point of this is that I want to face the best. I feel like for a while I've been a pretty good wrestler, and I think that I'm just going to keep saying I'm the best, and eventually everyone's going to be like, oh yeah, he is the best, because I'm just going to go out there and prove it.
There you go. Well, he says the best, so we got to bring number one husband up on this podcast. We got to talk about you and Gangone. Now you're 1-1, right? Is that what it's at?
We are 1-1. Yeah, both at Excite Wrestling. The first one he took, the second one I got him on. I'm kind of curious to see where the third one will lead us. I hope that it's appreciated in the way that we both want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the first match, he kind of caught me a little bit. We really didn't get rocking and rolling. And the second match, I'm sure he'll have something to say about that. But, to me, I beat him, 1, 2, 3. But this third match, Gangon's a tremendous technical wrestler. I'd love submission match. Even if he wants to get hardcore, like I want to go at him in whatever way, shape, or form he wants to wrestle it. Because if he wants to fight, I'll beat him. If he wants to wrestle, I'll beat him too. This is what it's all about.
I need this match. Like, I need to be there for like the third one, because I just need to see it in person. I just need to see it in person.
Yeah.
But I was a little salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a little salty that I was like up there, and I was like, oh damn. I was like, I need this match. This is a me match. I was like, but I did watch it, and I do need another one. Even Gangon said, we need another one.
Me and him need another one, and we need to just go. No one's gonna stop us. We just need a referee to at least 1 point count to 3.
Mm-hmm.
And until that happens, we're gonna have a great time. Well, I will, because I'll probably be ending the match with my hand raised, which I fully believe so.
Okay, I'm ready for it. Mariah says, Dante, you're so good. Bobby says, Dante versus Leo Rush would be a great match.
He's so fast.
Yeah. Dante's like, I don't know if I'm ready for that.
I'm ready for it. When I say I'm the best, I'm ready to go against anybody. It's just going to have to be at some point, I'm going to have to tell him to stop and slow down and go, and then go back to beat him up.
Oh, God.
That's what's cool. Like, I want to, when I, start to prove people wrong, that's what I'm really excited to see, what gets thrown at me. I want to see who could try to take me down, because I'm going to keep going the way that I'm going.
Definitely. Oh, we'll see. You got to follow the journey. I'm here for it. I mean, I know, where did he go? Went into like Japan or something, that now he's like, this was his last America with Desmond yesterday, or the other day. So,
yeah.
I think he was going somewhere. So, but you never know when he's going to appear back up. So, man, there's so much. Like, I could probably sit on hours with this podcast with you, pretty much, But let's talk about this, because you teamed with CPA against the Love Doctors, okay, at Wrestling Opens. So you were a little mean to CPA. I don't know. I feel like I have to defend CPA here a little bit.
No.
Run back the tapes.
Okay. Let me catch everybody up, for those of you who don't know. Okay. Whenever I would go up to Worcester, I'm little spry Dante, still a frat star, still just happy to drink after a show. Percy Ryan of Remarkable Wrestling, of Wrestling Open, of Victory Pro Wrestling, a good friend of mine, brought me in and started saying, Dante, we can annoy Wrestling Open management enough, and we can get matches. And I went, this sounds like a smart idea. So soon enough, Percy and I became a tag team, and we started teaming together, and all the stuff started happening. And I'm not sure, because unfortunately right now Percy Ryan is injured. I hope he's coming back soon, because I miss Percy. I wish nothing but the best for him. And when he does come back, it's going to be awesome. But it was me and someone who was down in his luck, CPA. We were tagging together as per Percy's request. And Percy said, you can't do any CPA stuff. And I said, okay, I got you, Percy. Next thing you know, we start doing CPA stuff. I may or may not have yelled or pushed or shoved, but we lost a match. And eventually, CPA and I saw eye to eye. And everything is fine, and we're all happy, which I'm sure he will tell you too.
We'll see. We'll see. All right. So let's do some of these like fan tweets, because there's like a whole bunch. So let's do the ones that I have here. So this one's from Drew. He goes, if you had a warning label, what would yours say?
If I had a warning label. Probably makes the jokes at the worst time, but you're still going to laugh at it.
He does, though. I've seen that, though. All right.
Like, it's not like it's an opportune time, but I'm going to make it count. Like,
oh man,
if I'm going to say it, it's gonna have a punch.
There you go. All right. The next one's from Good Cop, Bad Cop. He goes, with Dante Drago being an anagram of garden toad, what is the second best amphibian in the world? I'm assuming
Yes.
number one is this guy.
A question I get often, about like 3 times a week. Second best amphibian. So you want to go back to your childhood. I want to go back to, frog and toad, both of which are great options. I want to take it back a little bit further. Oh, wait, no, it's a reptile. You know what? It's Pokemon Day. I'm going to choose Squirtle. This Squirtle in particular.
I can't.
He's blowing a bubble.
I don't know if that counts. Let us know if that counts.
It says. So that's my favorite amphibian.
Okay. All right, let's see. So I'm looking at my phone now because I got like text ones, and then Dante sent me some because he put it on his Instagram. So this one's from Dominic. He's got 2. He goes, favorite book.
Damn. I've been reading a book that I really like now. Forgot what it's about. It's by the guy who coached Kobe Bryant. And it's kind of like, it was like a mindset book. I forgot what it was. I think it's I can't remember the name. If I look it up in 2 seconds, I'm sure I could find it. But in terms of like getting my mind right and like in the position to like achieve goals, like as an athlete and like, professionally or like, anywhere else, that was a really good book that kind of like changed the way I kind of look at things. Wish I could remember it. But other than that, Percy Jackson, I love that book series with all the Olympians and the Guardian stuff. That was so cool.
There you go. His second question is, when am I getting my... Okay, I'm very bad at saying Pokemon names. Was it Chimiko? Chimiko? How do you say it?
Chimeko. It's like Ringling. Chimeko, I think.
Okay, yeah. He said, when's he getting that card?
Am I getting that card? I think I actually have a bunch of those cards, just like hidden. I have, the way my room is right now, I have like no storage, so I just have a whole bunch of like different boxes filled with all Pokemon cards that I just haven't thrown out yet. Mm-hmm. So it's just like literally just like stuffed in like little things. So I guarantee you I have like 12.
Okay. All right, let's see. Let me do the questions that you sent me. So this one's from Bambi. She goes, how do you feel about going into the new chapter of your career?
I'm excited. I've never been a singles wrestler before, so I've never had this like kind of spotlight just on me, and it's something that I'm looking forward to kind of like experimenting with and like seeing like what that means. There's still a lot that I have to do now that I graduated. I kind of got to prove myself and like kind of back up my words. And honestly, I'm just looking forward for people to just kind of like open their eyes and like see like, oh yeah, Drago really is the best.
Awesome. Her other question is, did you prefer making the graduation series or the fraternity series? Those were fun. That was good too.
So it's actually funny that this is mentioned because I realized that they coincided at the exact same time at one point. Because I would get like notifications like as I'm filming about like a year ago today, like being in New York City with the bust of a samurai sword head, and he was like talking to me about like my future and stuff. That was, I think I have to say I had more fun making the Fratwary series in terms of actual filming, but I think the graduation series is going to hold a close place in my heart because the stuff that we filmed is hysterical, and I still have not finished the final episode yet. At some point it will be coming out. I promise you that. I still want to do it, but I want to do it right. If I'm going to release it, I'm going to release it in the version that I want everyone to see and not some poopy version that I'm just going to throw up there last second like I've done a couple times before.
I feel that. I feel the stress. Evan says, who is the best?
Drago is the best. It's a good question.
Keanu says, what's your next wrestling persona will be?
It's probably going to be the best. I have to be the best wrestler before I believe I'm the best in general. So I'm going to go out and be the best wrestler possible. And hopefully no one beats me and I stay undefeated for the rest of my career.
Awesome. So with this involvement, right? So now we're going to like eventually see new gear, right? Are we going to see like more of an expansion? Like, okay, so like you graduated, you know, now what? Like, what are we going to see?
Does the look change?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of stuff in the works. I don't want things to just be like, all right, yeah, cool, he's different now. All right, that's nice. I lost the paddle. I lost the jacket, and I lost kind of, the alcoholism. But other than that, like, I don't want things to be rushed. And I'm so new to being a singles wrestler that right now I'm starting at the actual wrestling. I want to be a better wrestler, and I want to be the best at that first. And new gear is coming. I'm super excited about it. More changes are coming. I'm working on new moves. I'm practicing harder than I've ever practiced. And my diet's on point. I'm doing everything I can to become a better wrestler. And when I'm saying Drago is the best, it's a mentality. It's something that I believe in. And if I don't believe in it, then it's not going to happen. So I just got to keep working towards that goal. And that's just there is no persona. This is what's going on. And all it is going to be proof and examples of what I can do. It's going to be actions, not just talk.
Oh, I'm here for that. Totally here for that. So obviously, like, again, like, we still, like, VBU is still in existence. Like we said, you're still the NFW tag team champions. Now you also, again, so your singles you got going on, and then you got Delta House going on. So you got a lot of things going on,
Yeah, it's a lot. Is this a Delta House question?
Let's talk about a little bit, with Delta.
Delta House and Victory Pro Wrestling. Now, it's been through a weird existence. Good. Sorry, I just got good news. That made me happy. Okay. So, Delta House is myself, Nick Robles, and Jack Tomlinson, which some of you might be confused with because when you go see Delta House and Blitzkrieg Pro, it's just me and Nick.
Right.
And if you know me and Jack from Creative Pro, we're Vlogbro University. Let me explain something to you about a fraternity. Even though I graduated, even though Jack and I might not be teaming somewhere else, a fraternity is always brothers. So at the end of the day, Nick and I go take care of business at Blitzkrieg. At VPW, Jack is ultimately in Delta House. So we exist. We're Delta House for a reason. There's different rooms. People can come and go. There are people in Delta House that some don't even know exist. Like, Delta House is just a place where we all crash and we can all be, like, frat bros. But I'm the New York State champion. And I'm the president of Delta House. So sometimes things get a little iffy. For the most part, Delta House is as strong as it could be.
Yeah, definitely, like, follow that. So I'm glad, like, you cleared that up because, like, I think, like, a lot of people were getting a little confused, on the area or whatever like that. Because I think a lot of people think that, like, Jack's retiring too, and like no, Jack's still around.
Yes, yes, that is. Jack is still around. The leading man's coming. There's changes to be made. Jack and I have had a weird relationship since Creative Pro, and there are more changes coming. Just because, I graduated. He's announcing that he's leaving YouTube. It's a big shift in what Vlogger University started as and what it was. But I think it's important right now to realize that Jack and I were two kids who had two very different paths in professional wrestling in a very short period of time. And we got thrown together, and we not only made it work, we thrived. And, Jack and I are best friends. Things are weird. It sucks that, the situation became what it was. But I wouldn't be the person or wrestler that I am today without Jack Tomlinson.
I love that.
Good job, Jack.
Shout out to Jack. Much love. I miss him. I hadn't seen him in, like, a while. So it's been a minute for me to see Jack. Actually, the last time I saw Jack is when you guys won the NFW tag team titles. That's how long it's been. Yeah.
Cap TV?
No, at NFW. I didn't see him at Cap TV. I wasn't at that one.
That's Jack.
Yeah, so shout out to Jack. I miss him so much.
Sorry, Jack.
Much love. All right, so I see you guys talking about Pokemon cards, so I guess we should talk a little bit about Pokemon. So Mariah says you should sign and sell your poke cards. I still think that someone needs to make a design of you as a Pokemon and make it an actual card. Why do I feel like he's pulling it up on his phone right now?
So, you want to see, because I found it today, because I was digging through my phone. You want to see an unreleased Dante Drago merch that got made when I first started. When I first started to, be a wrestler and not just train at wrestling. Let's see if I can find it. It should be.
It should be like an exclusive drop or something like that, that you drop it.
Yeah, sure is something. Let me tell you. Here we go. This is,
yes,
at one point was going to be a Dante Drago trading card. Pre-paddle. I'm wearing a Gengar necklace. This is from a Floodshot photo he took for Cap, not Homecoming, but the Grand Stage. And that was pretty, I don't know. I don't know why I never made them. I think I just never had the time or just didn't like the design. But at some point, I do think I need to get some new Pokemon cards because Leo Sparrow and Jake Lang have them, and I'm kind of jealous of both of them because they both look really cool, and everyone should buy them at shows. So.
Yeah, definitely. I see like a lot more of like those like trading cards like it, and I'm like, you should be dropping this, like, It's
cool. I like seeing people be unconventional with merch. Leo Sparrow has Croc giblets. Like that's like the coolest thing ever. Like if you like have Crocs and you're a wrestling fan and you don't know who Leo Sparrow is, you should watch his match against MJF at Cap Homecoming. You should watch all of Cap Homecoming. You should watch more Leo Sparrow, and then you should go out and buy his giblets. And Jake Lang has the Creative Pro TV Championship, and I should have it. So I really can't say anything nice about him, but he's also a really good wrestler too. So support him, I guess.
You had a good match with him at the Cap TV. I was there for that. That was a really good match. I know you were happy with that match too. It was really, really good.
No, I wasn't. I lost. I was like, oh man, that was so close.
Keep it kayfabe. Sorry. Nails.
There is no kayfabe. I was like, I won. Stupid Steve Dumeng was passed out, like dead. Because Jake hit him with the belt. I had a choke slam.
Choke slam.
Like, let's go.
Choke
1,
slam.
2. And I was like, why is no one counting? So I turned around and Steve was dead. And I'm like, Steve, no. And then I turned back around and there's a low blow by Jake. So I really, honestly, why am I even telling you this? If you're in the chat, the second this turns off, go to Cap TV. It's like episode 11. Go watch the match because it's a sweet, really good. And then tweet about it. And then say Dante should be Cap TV champion because it'll make Jake sad. Hashtag make Jake sad.
No, we're not. No, it's make Mike sad, not make Jake sad. Like, we're always making Mike sad. Mike Skyros, Like,
I feel, no, make Mike sad.
We always make Mike sad. Nails in New York's in the chat. She goes, "Hello all. Drago is the best." I love it. I love it. I love it. Oh my god. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Like, I was like flashing back with like the car with the yellow and stuff like that, and then I just started reminiscing back at that wrestling match with you and Jack at Wrestling Open versus Bryce and Bobby. I don't know why. Like, I just started thinking about it. Then you started yelling at me because I was videoing Bryce taking his shirt off, like getting ready to like.
It was so mean. I was like, "Why are you doing this?" It's just not a good moment for Jack and I.
I'm excited for all you guys.
Everyone thinks that like when I'm going insane, like it's because I'm just like out of my mind. But like, no, I'm just like trying to just understand why people do the things that they do.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Tiff, you're supposed to be our friend.
Sorry. I love you though. Come on, I love all you guys. Don't make me pick.
It's Bryce. How can you not even say Bryce taking the shirt off? It's like He's so cool. Got long hair and everything.
It's the hair. No. It's funny because the other thing too is like one of the cap TVs that like, after the show, and I think this was aired on it or whatever, but I was physically there to see it. That like Bobby and Bryce said a lot of wonderful things about you, and I will always, 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 always put over Bobby and Bryce, always, because they're just amazing people and just like so supportive. And I feel like we need more of this in wrestling, just in general. But he's got all your guys back, like, you know. So flowers
Like,
to
like,
Bryce.
like there couldn't be enough flowers. Like, I wish that like there was more people, who can understand how absolutely amazing the Shook crew is. Bobby and Bryce, even Caster, of course. But Bobby and Bryce specifically, like, without them, first of all, I wouldn't graduate. Second of all, I wouldn't be the frat star. And honestly, like, I don't think I would be number one contender for the Creator Pro Championship. Um, I have all respect and will for Aaron too, and he has a lot of credit for getting me up there too. But in terms of, I don't consider myself, a decent pro wrestler until I had a match where the Saito brothers and Jay Freddy kicked the living shit out of me at a pro wrestling grind. And Bobby and Bryce were kind enough to bring me up with them and to, go on the show and be a part of their team. And honestly, like, that weekend like changed my life because like I gained two of the best friends that I have in wrestling. And I learned so much, and the roof was on fire at the White Eagle the week before.
Yeah, definitely. It's nothing like
So,
those build, and even the grind building too, of just like
and
electric.
most importantly, they will make your show better. Like, have you ever watched like a bad Shoku match? Like, all their matches are like insane. They're all like every single thing. Everyone's always on their feet. It's like so crazy. Like, watch their match at Blitz. Like, if you have not seen the Blitz show, first of all, watch the whole thing, top to bottom, dope show. But watch the Shook Crew match, the 6-man with 50 cal. Wild,
Oh my god, that was
wild. like, you're just gonna watch and just be like mind blown, and not because like it's just, dude, Shook Crew is the best.
yeah. So I
That's a
always
big
gonna put them.
endorsement coming from me.
I always have to put them over because they're just amazing. So, just what are those things? One thing I definitely wanted to talk to you about, tag team wrestling, and I wanted to bring this up is MSP, man. Like, you guys wrestled in NFW. You and Jack wrestled MSP. Now MSP is done. So I wanted your thoughts on this, of everything that happened up at Limitless, and you probably won't wrestle them as a tag team again, but there's that possibility of singles that could happen in the future. So your thoughts?
My thoughts. I'm ready to join the rest of the indie wrestling world. When I say I'm stunned when it happens, it was that thing where like you double scroll on social media, like you scroll down, you see a post, you scroll back up.
Mm-hmm.
Because you see that it's just a regular video. It's like, oh, MSP is hugging again. Great, because they're great friends. We're known MSP are great friends. And then you continue watching, and it's just the worst low blow you can ever imagine. In a previous time, I would have been like, good for you, Aggro. Like, that's sweet. But like now, it's like, why? Like, why are we doing this? Like, you guys were so successful. You guys were such a great tag team. But I understand being in a tag team is hard. It's a tough relationship, but in terms of what they were as a team, beyond amazing. They were wildly good, and not only we wrestled in FW, but our good friends, the Botanicals, actually had one of their last matches.
Yeah.
Well, they're good friends, the Dead Ringers.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of funny to wrestle them in both stages now that I'm thinking about it. They were a phenomenal tag team. I wish nothing but the best for both, but I have to believe that Aggro is kind of a piece of garbage for what he did to Danger Kid.
It's going to be really interesting watching where they go forward because we haven't seen
Yeah.
Danger Kid. So Aggro just popped up at Limitless with Jay Haru at the last
Yeah.
Limitless show, if you guys like watched or whatever. So I do kind of dig the look. As for that, I'm digging, I'm sad about what happened because I love them as a tag team. But I'm kind of
I know.
excited to see like where it goes.
I think it's far from over. I really do.
Do you think that they'll maybe come back to each other eventually?
I think anything can be healed with time,
Mhm.
but I think, for the time being, I think it's for the best, both for them. If this is the way that they went, and for Aggro to do it in the manner that he did it in,
Mhm.
I think that, there's a lot of time for healing and a lot of time for people to find success in their own right.
Right.
They've done everything as a tag team. They've won gold all over the place. So I think it's time that they give it a fair shot in singles, and I know they'll both be successful.
Yeah, definitely. So I know we're getting down to crunch time because I know you got to go soon. So, what do we see
It's
for
crunch
you?
time, guys. Everyone, hashtag crunch time in the comments.
We're getting crunch time. Crunch time.
Yeah, hashtag
Dante
crunch
knows that
time.
he's always welcome
Keep
onto
crunched
this
in.
podcast. I'm sure he'll be on plenty more. And actually, I was wrong. You and Kylon are tied now for the same amount of people on this pod.
Remember all that nice Pokemon Go stuff I said about Kylon? I take it back.
You're like, Tiff, I'm coming back on in a couple of weeks.
There it
Like,
goes.
I think you
Knowing
were
him,
you were a little
joined too.
you were a little offended with me at the Chokeslam Chronicles. You were saying that I was like taking sides and that me and Kyle had been friends a long time.
You
but
were.
no, I
You
wasn't.
were.
I love you too. Shut up. Like,
You were. You
no, stop it. I love you too. All right. Pun intended. Anyway, but what are we gonna see in 2024?
Hopefully, pretty cool matches. It's kind of. I really want to wrestle cool people. I really want to have cool indie matches. This whole character change, I really want to just kind of set the tone for the rest of the year, and I hope it's been taken notice by other people that I'm here to play, here to tell stories and to go out there and entertain people. That's what it all is about at the end of the day. In terms of what you're going to see, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to try and be the best wrestler I can be, and more often than not, I can guarantee I'll prove it.
I like to see you at more other different promotions this year. That's what I'm kind of hoping for.
Yeah.
Outside of even New York, New Jersey, New England, or whatever like that. Maybe we can get you somewhere else. Like South or West Coast or Canada or that's what I'm hoping for you this year.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping at some point I'll be able to get Canada on my list. That'd be a lot of fun. I'm already so blessed to have the experiences I've had in professional wrestling. That at this point, everything is just bonus after bonus. So if I can travel, wonderful. I would love nothing more than the opportunity to go face myself against anybody else all across the globe. A lot of goals in that too, but there's work to warrant such a privilege.
Zach in the chat says, has Dante wrestled Landon yet?
No, we've only wrestled against each other in tag action. So at some point, I'm going to give the good doctor an adjustment. Oh, chiropractic joke.
Ooh, tag Landon in your forehead. Landon will be coming on the podcast in a couple of weeks when he comes back after his travels to Germany and Thailand, which I'm excited for him.
Oh, then he's going to be in crunch time.
He's going to be in crunch time. So once he comes back, I have that first interview set for him. So he'll be back onto this podcast. So let's talk about what you got coming up so people can come see you. So you are a little nuts for the 16th of March.
Yes. I will. So I'm going to be, where's it going on? 16th of March.
So you'll be at VPW and Wrestling Open.
15th. I actually forgot to send you a poster because I'm on another show.
Yes.
I'm on Excite Wrestling March 15th, the night before. So I'll be even more of a psychopath.
Oh,
So
God, you're
March
nuts.
15th, I'll be in Binghamton for the Binghamton Anniversary Show. I'll be heading on down to Worcester, Massachusetts for Wrestling Open, 3 o'clock bell time. And I'm going to be going to conduct business, to do a contract signing, and to go tell Desmond Cole that he will never touch the New York State title again because it's mine forever, and then laugh in his face.
Ooh, I'm here for it. You forgot to send me Remarkable, too. You know, I just realized that now, which I'm
I'm
excited
not sure if
for.
it's announced yet. There's going to be something happening on March 10th. But let's talk about Remarkable really quick.
Yes.
I'm super excited to be teaming up with David. He's damn good. He's damn good. And above the rest,
I'm
Small
excited
Cat.
for this.
And Tristan put out this tweet that said, how many likes this tweet gets, I'm going to kick Dante. And honestly, I want to do it in a public forum. You tag Tristan Ty. Tag Gabe Sky. I want to do this. I'm going to search him up. He probably tweets a lot, so this might take a while.
While he looks that up, he's also going to be a Creative Pro on March 24th, putting it on the stream. I'm so excited. Dante's finally on the poster. Like, look at that smack in the middle of the poster. I was so excited for him.
It took so long.
I'm so excited for you.
It was honestly like the posters at Creative Pro. For if you've ever been lucky enough to step foot in a Creative Pro, like 95 Engineers Drive, it's literally like a magical place. Like it's got an aura about it. I love it. But when you walk in, there's a bunch of posters there, and I've never been on a poster. I've always been a tag wrestler. Never really been, in a more prominent role on these shows in terms of storylines. But I guess that has all changed with hunting season. Rhino's going to be there. The tickets are available now.
Yes.
So you should go watch it.
He's still looking for the tweet.
Speaking of, still looking for the tweet, but speaking of tickets, Blitzkrieg Pro, March 22nd. Those also went on sale. So go see that too. I'm still looking for this tweet. Remarkable, which is a tweet that I'm looking to find. This tweet's so far back. Oh, I went too far. We're in 2023.
Oh my God. Do I need to look for it?
Man, Tristan Ty's got a great Twitter. Good job, Tristan.
Why don't you just go to the Remarkable Twitter and try to follow it from there?
No, because he sent out a tweet.
Yeah, but he
And-
probably
oh,
shared
no.
it.
I'm looking at. I thought I was going to be on things. All right. Well, anyway, he put out a tweet saying, whoever likes this tweet, I'll kick these guys that many times. And I metaphorically like that tweet because I ain't scared about those kicks. I could kick.
Here we
all
go.
day.
I
could
found
kick
it.
around.
I found it. Each like equals one kick. Anyone who wants to be a threat
I should
to our
find it so
Remarkable tag
fast.
team titles is getting laid to rest. So what is it? You're looking for the likes to see who liked it?
Yeah, how many likes does that guy?
There's 16. I didn't like it, so so you can't blame me.
Metaphorically, imagine it's 17. Because imagine I liked it. Because I'm not even going to look for it because I don't even care that much.
Let's see. I'm scrolling
It's
through. I'm
Pokemon,
scrolling
baby.
through. You're safe. Sierra didn't like it either, so you don't get a kick from me and Sierra.
Thank you, CR.
We love you over here. So, yes, and you have Excite. You said this Saturday, right? Because Mariah Jackson in chat.
No Excite this Saturday. The Excite is having an Irish show, but
Nice.
I will be going over to help out at Outlaw in West Babylon. Kurt Angle's going to be there, so I'm going to go ask him, hey, do you think it could really be the best? And he's going to be like, who the hell are you? And I'm going to be like, oh, never mind, bye. Outlaws in West Babylon. I will be there to help out. Go check it out. It's a really, really cool show. Outlaws been doing some cool stuff in New York, so if you're in the New York area, go check out those shows.
Yeah.
That's it for this weekend. I also think I'm trying to remember all these dates in my head right now, so I feel like there's so many things I didn't send you.
Well,
but
that's
okay.
why you need to follow. Make sure you follow Dante at all his social medias.
What a good transition.
I got you. All those links are in the
Yeah.
description below. So go make sure you hit it or whatever. Go give him a follow.
Just
go support him and his
Punch the
journey.
heck out of it.
And we'll have to have Dante come back
Yeah.
so he can beat Kylan on the podcast.
We're gonna have a Pokemon battle like on the podcast.
We're gonna
I'm
have to have
win.
just you and Kylan on the podcast. Like, It will just have like
No, you got to be there to moderate it. It would just go on tangents.
another 3-hour podcast. Let's go. Pretty much.
Oh, boy.
Well, thank you for coming on here. Like I said, I'm sure you'll come back on eventually.
Yes.
Like go buy his merch. All that links, all of his links are in the description below. So go give him a follow. Go buy his cool new shirt. I think it's pretty awesome. All that fun stuff. So thanks everybody for your questions, your tweets, all that fun stuff. All you people in the chat, I appreciate you. Braden Tunes coming on next Monday, so make sure you're following Indie Wrestling Corner. So we'll have some questions and all that stuff like that. So thanks guys, you guys are awesome. All the love into the chat. So thanks so much, Dante. So I'll talk to you guys soon.
Thank you, Tiffany. I bow down to the Queen of the Indies as always.
Well, you guys know drill. Stay safe. Support independent wrestling. I'll talk to you guys soon.